Good morning, everyone. Mitch in the morning with Magic to Brighten Your Day. So today I'm going to do a little math magic for you. So you're going to need like a pen and a piece of paper, a scrap of paper, but you do need it. So I'd like you to go get it now, pause the video, and come back when you're ready. No, really, pause the video and come back when you're ready. Don't roll your eyes. You need to go pause the video, come back when you get a pen and paper with you. I'm going to wait. I'm waiting. I'm watching. It's not a watch, but we've waited long enough. Okay, so here's what I'd like you to do. I want you to write down a number more than 10, but less than 20. So you have a two-digit number, more than 10, but less than 20. And don't use fractions or decimals. Keep it as a regular number. More than 10, less than 20. So write that down. Okay. Now what I want you to do is look at your two-digit number. You have two numbers next to each other. I want you to add those two numbers together. So imagine adding those two numbers together. And I want you to put that number, that new number that you got, below the original number. And now what I'd like you to do is put a little minus sign below the bottom number and subtract the new number, the small number, from the big number. Do a minus. Okay, so now you have a new number. What I want you to do now is I want you to subtract 5 from that number. So minus 5. And by now you should have a one-digit number. So what I want you to do is I want you to give that number a letter. So according to its place in the alphabet. So A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, E is 5, F is 6, A, B, C, D, E, F, G is 7, H is 8, I is 9. So you should have one of those letters. Okay, now what I want you to do is I want you to think of a country in Europe that starts with that letter. So a country in Europe that starts with that letter. So now what I want you to do is think of the second letter in the name of that country. So for instance, if you were thinking of Canada, it can't be Canada because Canada is not in Europe, but then the second letter of Canada would be A. All right, so you're thinking of a country in Europe, thinking the second letter of that country. All right, now what I want you to do is I want you to think of the second letter. I want you to think of an animal that you might see in the zoo, not a bird, but an animal that you might see in the zoo that starts with that letter. So for instance, if the second letter was L, it would be like a lion. Okay, so think of the second letter, think of an animal that starts with that letter. Now think of the color of that animal. Okay, so if it was, let's say, a polar bear, then the color would be white, right? Okay. So I want you to concentrate on the color, the animal, and the country. Put it in your head. Imagine the animal in that country. So there's your animal. It's in that country, in the countryside. Do you have it? I think you might have made a mistake somewhere. There are no gray elephants in Denmark. This is Mitch in the morning, having fun with math, having fun with geography, having fun with zoology. Have a great day.
If you'd like an episode of Mitch in the Morning dedicated to you or someone else, please message me on Facebook. I'll tell you how to make a donation through PayPal to the Hokey Pocus Children's Fun-dation. Hokey Pocus Children's Fun-dation is a 501c3 charity. We raise funds and awareness for children in need and the charities that support them. So make a donation and I'll dedicate an episode of Mitch in the Morning to whomever you'd like. Your small donation is important. See you tomorrow.